This is the funeral clothes of 33-year-old Diego Cavaniglia, an Italian nobleman who died in 1481, a few days after being struck in the knee by an arrow during battle. His remains were found in 1980 outside a sarcophagus during cleanup after an earthquake. The workers wrapped up his remains and clothing and placed it back inside the wall of his burial monument. In 2004, it became known that the clothing was there, and a research and restoration project began to take place. The clothing remaining that Diego was buried in is a doublet and giornea, typical men's fashion during the late 15th century. The doublet was made with ivory silk damask and features a pomegranate motif with stylized leaves. This is a recreation of the fabric and gives you a better idea of the original look and color. The back of the doublet was made in 4 sections, 2 for the torso and 2 for the waistband, and the waistband is decorated with silk stitching and has a row of eyelets. There are also 2 groups of 3 eyelets on the hem. The stitching is said to have been done with such perfection that it makes it appear as if it were done with a machine. The front of the doublet has 25 buttons used to close each side together. As for the sleeves, they were made in 2 parts, one piece from the shoulder to the elbow and the other from the elbow to the wrist. The silk crimson giornea is padded with wool and is made up of 2 parts, the front and the back, and this little V-shaped notch was probably a spot for the belt to go through the sides. A giornea was an overcoat worn during the 14th and 15th century and became very popular in fashion amongst men and women in the mid to late 15th century, and this is the only original example that exists today. Here you can see both articles of clothing on display. This is the doublet and here the giornea.